Welcome back everybody. Today, ooh, look on what a pretty color. The Castle Nocks or Batur Nocks. We already did a quick review of the first version for the wood shafts. And finally, they are done for carbon shafts. And what you directly see in comparison, they are way smaller. Looking good, nice color. But of course, what is interesting, wood Nocks, 20.67. The white ones, 20.5267, same, 25, 20.5, and the carbon Nocks are 15 grain, so quite a little lighter and quite a little smaller when you see these two compared together. How to put these Nocks on? Obviously, we have the normal carbon shafts. I put them there. Quite a good tight fit. I don't know, the last bit doesn't go in now. Yeah, no, they really sit tight. So you don't want to put them on and off very often. So now, of course, it would be beneficial to have 4 fletchings, but you know. So they really have a nice tight fit. To my carbon arrows, I use here the Bear Paw Black Hunter, Pentalon. Reading is sometimes helpful. Pentalon Hunter Extreme, 600 spine and whatever, blah blah. So, 15 grain, they are not that far away from the norm. Oh, here is a normal one. I did this measurements once, but I forgot. So the normal Nock is 12.5, and the Batur Nock is 15.5. So you have 3 grain more, and the less, but oh, it's really tight. So now I prepare 6 arrows, and then we need to shoot them. So done. Looks quite fancy with this turquoise color. I like it a lot, and they are so small. They feel now like a normal Nock. Almost a little too tiny, huh? What? Look at this. It's nice. Now we need to see. Let's see. They are from Turkey, so of course we try them on a Turkish bow, and with the Ali bow, it's just fine. Of course, it always depends on the string thickness. I guess with Jackal, the fast fly string, they're a little thinner, so they might be a little more loose, and others have thicker strings, might be a little tougher. So let's see. We have still these flat parts like on the big one, so you feel the orientation. Don't feel it that easy anymore because the Nock is quite thinner. It has a little learning curve, but then you see how you have to turn it, and then you pull it back in easy peasy. So they require a little practice, that you feel the orientation, and then it's fine. You come here, once you go forward, you bring it in place, and then it's not a problem. I'm not sure. I mean, on horseback it will work too, but you start slowly, start standing. I like it. So again, my way, 6 arrows. Without looking, of course. Only looking at the target. It's not bad. It's Oh, so of course even out of a quiver or whatever. But let's see, what would this mean when we shoot this way? Because this is what I'm interested in now. Because there you have no chance to rotate the Nock to make it fit. Simply pull back and good luck. And then see, for this way it's tough, because what can happen is that, this way of shooting when you don't have your Nock under control is a bit tough, so you can break your Nock. Let's try that again, because in this way you don't hold the Nock, you hold the arrow and you have no chance to align. Maybe, I don't know. Takes even more learning curve, but then Yeah. No, sometimes, yeah, it's critical. It's critical. I mean, even with this Nock Lars could probably shoot 10 arrows in 3 seconds or something, but I cannot. So this way, if you want to shoot this way, don't know. But of course, these Nocks are not made to be shot this way, but it's always interesting to see what works and what not, or whatever. Zack. Yeah. You can get used to it, yeah. It's sometimes. And this material is quite flexible, so they are not brittle, they will not break directly, but of course they bend then, and then can happen that you align them like this. And then, zack, see, and then the Nock opens up. And you have it bent. I don't know how often times you can do that before it breaks, but they are quite bendy. So it's fine, it works, but it definitely has a learning curve. Oh, I'm on a roll. 3 tennis balls. Oh, not the 4th one. But yes, it needs a bit. So don't get sloppy, start slowly in the beginning, line it up properly, that you get this feeling for it, then it works. Take all your stopwatches. 6 arrows with standard Nocks. We start when the first arrow is on, now. So you can, Istra? No, I'm not used to it anymore. Shoot some arrows on the target. Stop! See that? So we take the time later on the timeline. So now, when the first arrow is on with the Batur, and go. Ha! See? Sometimes you really need to feel it. That works. Yeah. Yeah. Don't hold the Nock too tight. Then works. So, from the moment when the arrow is on, now. And stop. Batur. In Batur we trust. When the first arrow is on, and go. After a while, it feels good. And stop. Feels really good. Takes a little, but you practice a few times, but then, hey, nice. For the horseback archers, let's see what we can do when you sit on your horse. Yeah, sometimes it needs a bit. So. You really need to feel. How do they compare? How does the Batur Nock compare to the Koch Nock, because they come from the same country? So first thing you see, Koch Nocks are a bit larger, and I guess they were a little heavier too. Second thing, the finishing quality. Sometimes you find a Koch Nock, where you still have some spikes on it from, I don't know, from the mold or something. So you have to, because this is then scratchy when you shoot. And these points back there are sometimes a little scratchy too. So there you need to take care. These ones are simply, I don't know, there's nothing on it. Can't say anything. So let's shoot 6 Koch Nocks. Koch Nock arrows. And they still feel good. And as long as you shoot Katra, you don't hurt yourself. The thing is, when you shoot whatever Mediterranean with these points pointing outwards, it can happen that they scratch your skin somewhere. But when you shoot them properly, yeah, still nice. So it's really, I think for horseback, maybe. The better, it's you get used to both of them. Price-wise, they are the same. Holding them in the hand for me is no problem. It's not that big of a difference. On one side it's easier, on one side it's a little harder. Needs a little practice, needs a little more practice than with the Koch Nock, but you get used to it. It's really, I can't tell you which one is better or not. It's really a matter of your personal taste. When you like this idea to have this cross knock, go for the Batur knocks. They are nice, they are small, lightweight. Let's wrap it up. The Batur knock. The benefit of the Koch Nock, let's say, when you hold them in your hand, but I think not many horse archers do that. You can hold them a little more secure because of the pointy ends. But on the other side, I had completely no problem with these ones. So they even, you know, they spread a little more, so you can grab them easier. What you don't have here that much. See, when I hold these ones, yeah, okay. See what I mean? Yeah, it's almost the same, so it's almost identical. Not big of a deal. Not big of a deal. So both nice knocks, but today we talk about the Batur knock. It's $1 including shipping, or €1. I need to check again. I think €1 including shipping. They are nice. They are soft, so they are bendy. Sometimes, as said, it can happen. Once you practice and you're in a hurry and you don't care about too much, that you bring the knock on like this, and then it simply, when you push it back, then it will still knock, but most probably when you shoot, maybe the knock will break off. What you need to do is always, first of all, don't hold the arrow too tight. Let the arrow be alive. When you put it on, feel it, feel the direction, and then once you put it back, they are squarish. So even when you feel it. Once you have the arrow beyond the string, you know how to do it, and then it's easy. Okay, this is forward, and then once you have it here, back on. So it's really easy. So even if you would have them from here, kind of like this, same way. Do I hold the bow wrong? I hold the bow wrong, but I don't shoot. So easy. See? You really feel it. So it takes a little, and then you have it. Mediterranean, same. But always, when you bring on your arrow, don't do like, and start shooting. Always grab the arrow from the end, push it forward, back, done. No matter if you shoot Mediterranean or easy. See? Easy. Really easy, really nice. Koch Nock. You don't have to worry about the orientation. But you feel it. When you have the arrow in your hand, you feel the pointy ends between your fingers, and then you simply pull back and it rotates on it. So most probably, I don't know, don't have to, no matter how you pull it for. I hold it now completely off, pull it back, and it's on. So it's beneficial. Yeah, but it doesn't make a difference. No matter how you have your arrow aligned, you find it, and simply practice this, and then you get the hang of it. Easy peasy. So, thank you, Oliver. So, I don't do now a speed comparison between these ones and all the other vermeil knocks. Get a few. They are not expensive, and test it for yourself, especially when you're a horse archer and you're now many horse archers use the M knocks from vermeil because they are wide, they are thick. Do I have one here? I think so. You know, the M knock has a quite V shape there, and then a huge place where you can easy. Don't have to, you don't feel the orientation that easy. So here you need to, it's still even. Goes on easy. I think so for horseback archer, this is the most forgiving and the most durable thing, because there, first of all, you can't put it wrong. And second, it will almost always find its way. So even when it's wrong, when you pull back, you twist a little and it comes on. So most probably for horseback archers an easy way, but even the Koch Nock is no problem, and the Batur Nock, no problem. So you get used to it. Of course, it's a little more fragile, so it needs a little practice that you get there, but this is like with everything in life. If you want something, practice for it. So Halil Ibrahim, thank you very much for sending them to me. It was a pleasure to test them. I like the color, so you have now more fancy options with your arrows. I like them. I like them way more than the. For wood, they are simply for me a little too clumsy, too big. So there, this rotation is big. This movement here is a bit big. So they're nice. They're good. But this one is for me way more efficient. Needs a little more that you feel, of course, the rotation, because the diameter is very small. You see, tuck, 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 compared to big, tuck, tuck, tuck. So here you feel it way better, way easy. Here it takes a little, and it's not that pronounced, obviously, because here you have way more flat part on the side compared to the small one. So this one is easy to feel and easy to nock. This one takes a little, but you get there. So it's worth trying, especially when you're horseback or when you want to do this fast shooting stuff. Get a few and try them. Take your time, test it slowly, get this thing done that you really get the feeling for it. You know, tuck, tuck. You feel when you come back, you feel it. So it's you make your V. Yeah, sometimes it's not aligning, so you need to really practice, 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 practice. Then you get good results, and then you can happy with all these knocks. So thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Sweet.